Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor pulls a Brooke stunt, so relieved Ridge cancels engagement. Bold and the Beautiful has Taylor Hayes looking more desperate about Brooke Logan getting between her and Ridge Forrester next week on the CBS soap. And she's taking matters into her own hands with a little help from Nick Marone. Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, got a visit from Nick Marone, Jack Wagner, last week on The Bold and the Beautiful. He taunted Taylor about the possibility of Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, moving in on Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, while they were away in Italy. While Taylor first puts on a false front of not being worried about Brooke's moves, it is easy to see she's not secure at all about her rival and Ridge. She tells Nick that she is confident that Ridge won't sway, but Nick can see that she doesn't believe that. So Taylor finally drops that stoic stance and presents a plan to Nick last week on Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor wants Brooke to end up in Marone's arms. This brings us to next week when Taylor and Nick conspire to keep Ridge and Taylor's relationship safe, while Ridge is in Italy with Brooke and Eric Forrester, John McCook. At Forrester Creations last week on Bold and the Beautiful, Eric hammers at Ridge about the possibility of losing Brooke forever. Eric adores Taylor, but he still believes Brooke is his son's true love. Ridge bucks his father all the way. He continues his spiel about being committed to Taylor, and that is it as far as Ridge is concerned. Even if Ridge is tempted to go back to Brooke, he has the other members of his family to think about. Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Massinswood, would be devastated, but Eric covers that nicely by saying they are adults, and the heart wants what the heart wants. And one of the reasons he has offered for sticking with his commitment to Taylor on Bold and the Beautiful is that she is honest with him. She doesn't play the games that Brooke Logan has in the past, but Taylor is about to tarnish that thought for Ridge. Bold and the Beautiful has a desperate Taylor Hayes joining forces with Nick Marone behind Ridge and Brooke's backs. This is the kind of stuff that Brooke would do, and Ridge didn't like it. Taylor's honesty was pretty much the foundation for him choosing Taylor over Brooke, especially after he thought Brooke betrayed him by joining the Forrester Creations takeover. But on Bold and the Beautiful last week, Eric told his son he was wrong about Brooke's intentions. She was trying to get the company back for the Forrester family. Now with Taylor in cahoots with Nick, this could blow up in Taylor's face. Ridge Forrester has made no secret on Bold and Beautiful of his hatred for Nick Marone, and he's discussed how he despises the guy many times with Taylor. Ridge also made himself very clear that he doesn't want Nick on their Italy trip. Taylor went against Ridge's wishes by asking Nick to go and keep Brooke occupied. Bold and the Beautiful previews have Nick in Italy with Brooke, Ridge, and Eric next week. So it looks like Taylor got her way. Bold and the Beautiful will likely have Ridge find out from Nick spilling the beans to Brooke that Taylor wanted him on the trip. This gives Brooke the best ammunition yet for Ridge to break off his engagement to Taylor and come back to her. All Brooke needs to do is remind Ridge why he ran to Taylor in the first place. He thought she conspired behind his back in the takeover, but now Taylor is doing the same thing, conspiring behind his back with Nick, as she asked Marone to be her watchdog in Italy. This theory of a storyline would give Ridge the out he needs to call off his engagement to Taylor Hayes and head back to Brooke Logan. Fans assume if this is the way B&B plays it out, we will see a very relieved Ridge Forrester, as he knows Los Angeles is heating up again as Taylor Hayes, long known as the calm, collected counterpart to Brooke Logan's fiery passion, is about to do something shockingly uncharacteristic, a move that could shake up Ridge Forrester's entire world. With wedding bells hanging in the balance, Taylor's surprising stunt might mirror Brooke's past missteps, leaving Ridge wondering if he truly knows the women he loves at all. Could this bold move be the very thing that makes Ridge pump the brakes on his engagement with Taylor? Taylor's unexpected twist. Taylor has always prided herself on being level-headed, ethical, and the better choice when compared to Brooke's often impulsive and emotional behavior. But recent events have pushed her to a breaking point. Steffi's constant war with Hope, Sheila's ongoing manipulation of their family, and Ridge's indecision have all weighed heavily on Taylor. And now, as her engagement to Ridge inches closer to the altar, Taylor is about to take a risk that no one saw coming. Rumors are swirling around Forrester Creations that Taylor may try a grand romantic gesture to prove her love, something Brooke would absolutely do. But in Taylor's case, this bold move might backfire. Imagine Taylor walking into Brooke's territory, confronting her, and declaring that she won't stand by while Brooke toys with Ridge's heart. Or perhaps she'll make a public announcement about her engagement, desperate to secure Ridge's loyalty. For a woman who prides herself on class and restraint, such a stunt might look, well, desperate. And that's where things could go terribly wrong. Ridge's growing doubts. Ridge Forrester is a man who thrives on passion and loyalty, but lately he's been feeling torn between the two loves of his life. Brooke has a way of pulling him back in, even when he's sworn he's done with her. Taylor, on the other hand, is supposed to be the safe, steady choice, the woman who offers peace instead of chaos. But if Taylor suddenly starts behaving like Brooke, pulling public stunts or making demands, Ridge could be left feeling like he's been duped. He might wonder, is Taylor really the woman I thought she was, or is she just as unpredictable as Brooke? It's no secret that Ridge is easily swayed by drama. He claims to want stability, but deep down, he thrives on the fireworks that Brooke provides. So if Taylor crosses that line, Ridge might suddenly realize he's marrying her for the wrong reasons. A canceled engagement might be just around the corner. Brooke's subtle influence. Of course, Brooke Logan isn't about to step aside quietly. She's been trying to show Ridge that she's changed, focusing on self-love, making mature decisions, and proving that she can be the woman he deserves. But the truth is, Brooke knows how to play the long game. If Taylor's big stunt fails, Brooke will be right there to pick up the pieces. Picture Brooke giving Ridge that soft, sympathetic look, saying, "I told you, Ridge, this isn't Taylor's world. She doesn't understand you the way I do." And honestly, she might be right. Brooke knows exactly how to appeal to Ridge's heart, even when she's not trying. Taylor, meanwhile, is starting to look more like a woman desperate to hold on to something that isn't truly hers. The Steffi and Thomas factor. Steffi and Thomas have been pushing their parents back together for years, dreaming of a perfect family reunion. They've convinced themselves that Taylor is the only woman who can give Ridge the kind of love he needs. But what happens when Taylor starts acting out of character? Steffi might start panicking, realizing that her mother's new behavior could ruin everything they fought for. Thomas, meanwhile, might secretly root for chaos. After all, he thrives when everyone else's lives are falling apart. Could Thomas quietly encourage Taylor's impulsive move just to stir the pot? It wouldn't be the first time Thomas manipulated the situation to his advantage. A wedding that might not happen. The engagement between Ridge and Taylor has always felt fragile. It's as if one wrong move could send Ridge running back to Brooke. And now, with Taylor planning something bold, the cracks are starting to show. What if Ridge cancels the engagement right at the last minute? Imagine the scene. The Forrester family is gathered for a grand wedding, with flowers, champagne, and designer gowns everywhere. Taylor walks down the aisle, beaming. But then Ridge stops the ceremony, admitting that he's not sure. He can't go through with it because, in his heart, he knows he still loves Brooke. The gasp from the crowd would be epic, and classic bold and the beautiful. What's next for Taylor? If Ridge does back out, Taylor will be devastated. But maybe, just maybe, this will be the moment she truly finds her independence. Taylor's story has always been tied to Ridge, her love, her heartbreak, her happiness. But a modern Taylor might realize she doesn't need a man to define her.